My mom didn't even look at me, she just pointed at the apartment and said, "This is your brother's house. You have no right here." I froze, because I had every receipt. If you felt that punch, wait, there's more. Before I continue, make sure you follow, like, and share, because what happened next shocked my entire family. My name is Eliana, and that day I understood exactly how little my mom thought of me. I had worked years in silence, buying this apartment with every overtime shift, every late-night project, every piece of my savings. But my family didn't know any of that. They never asked. They only believed what they wanted, that I was the weak one, the quiet one, the girl who would never make it. And now? Now, my own mom was standing at the door, hugging my brother Tyler, telling him, "You deserve this place, not her." Tyler smirked like he already owned the walls, the furniture, the keys, everything I paid for. He even tossed his backpack on my couch like he was moving in. "Come on, Mom," he said. "Eliana can stay somewhere cheap. She always does." That line hit me harder than anything. They didn't know that I had all the proof in my bag. They didn't know that every payment, every repair, every piece of paperwork had my name on it. They didn't know that the silent one they underestimated was about to flip their entire world. I took a small step forward, my heart racing, not from fear, but from something new, something rising. I opened my bag, and when they saw what was inside, both of them went pale, and that's when Tyler whispered, "Wait, why do you have all that?" He had no idea the storm that was coming, because what I pulled out wasn't just one receipt. It was the beginning of his downfall. Tyler stared at the stack of papers in my hand like he had never seen documents in his life. My mom's smile slowly faded, her grip on his arm loosening as if she suddenly wasn't sure whose side she was supposed to be on. I placed the receipts, the mortgage papers, and the maintenance bills on the table one by one, letting each page hit the surface with a sharp slap that echoed in the room. Every page had my name. Only my name. Where did you get all this?" My mom stuttered. I didn't answer. I just kept laying out the truth they'd ignored for years. Tyler looked nervous for the first time. He picked up one of the papers, flipped it around, hoping to find his name somewhere. He didn't. "Mom, this has nothing to do with me," he whispered. She ignored the panic in his voice and snapped at me instead. "Why would you hide this from us, Eliana? Why keep secrets from your own family?" I wanted to laugh. Hide? I wasn't the one pretending. I wasn't the one who walked around acting entitled to everything I worked for, but I stayed calm, because no one ever cared to ask, I said quietly. Tyler rolled his eyes. "You're making a big deal out of nothing. Mom already said this. Place works better for me, my job is closer, and I need space more than you." I looked at him, and for the first time I felt no fear, no guilt, nothing, just a cold, clean clarity. "You need space?" I said. "Then why didn't you buy your own?" That shut him up fast. My mom stepped closer, whispering in a tone she used whenever she wanted something from me. "Eliana, sweetheart, be fair. Your brother is going through a tough time." There it was, the same old line. Tyler's problems were always tough. Mine never existed. I took a slow breath. I bought this apartment with my own money. Every dollar, every inch of it is mine. And you both need to step out. Tyler's face twisted. "You can't be serious. This is family property." "Family property?" I repeated, almost amused. "Show me one receipt with your name. Just one." Silence. He had nothing. And that's when he did something I didn't expect, something that made the air in the room shift instantly. Tyler reached into his pocket, pulled out a spare key, and said a line that made my blood run cold. "You think you're the only one with proof, Eliana. You don't know what Mom and I planned. What plan? What key? And how did they get it?" For a second, I couldn't move. A spare key. To my place. My stomach tightened, and my mom's eyes darted away like she'd been caught stealing something. Tyler dangled the key between his fingers with a proud little smirk. "Surprised?"
He said, "Mom told me to get it made months ago."
"We knew. You'd try to push back one day." My chest burned. "So you broke into my apartment?" "We didn't break in," my mom snapped quickly. We're family. Families share things. Share things. Funny how the sharing only went one way. I stepped closer, my voice steady even though my hands were shaking. Why? Why would you get a key made without even telling me? Tyler shrugged like it was the most normal thing in the world. Because you don't need all this space. I do. And besides, he leaned in, lowering his voice. You don't even live. Like someone who owns a place. You never invite us. You never show us anything. It's like you're hiding something. My heart skipped because he had no idea how right he was, but I kept a straight face. So your solution was… What? Move in while I'm at work. Tyler didn't blink. That was the plan. My mom finally spoke, her tone cold, now no fake sweetness left. Eliana, it's simple. Tyler will stay here. You can move to a cheaper place. Or rent something. You're used to managing, aren't you? Used to managing. I felt something collapse inside me and rebuild itself at the same time. All these years of silence. Sacrifice. Working late nights. Eating cheap dinners. Saving every dollar. And they thought I was still beneath them. I clenched my jaw. I'm not giving up my home. Tyler smirked again, far too confident. You might not have a choice soon. What does that mean? I asked. He slid a folded paper across the table. A document. A printed form. When I opened it, my breath caught. It was an eviction notice request. With my mom's signature on it, I looked up slowly, my voice barely a whisper. You were going to file this behind my back? My mom didn't even deny it. You weren't using the apartment properly, she said. Tyler needs it more. The room spun for a moment. Eviction. From the home I purchased. But before I could respond, Tyler leaned back on the couch I paid for, and said, honestly, Eliana, even if you try to fight us, we already talked to someone. Someone who knows things about you. I froze. Who? Tyler's smile widened. Your landlord from your old place. He told us everything. Everything? What did they find out? And how could a landlord reveal something that changes the whole game? My heart pounded, but I kept my face still. My old landlord? I asked slowly. What could he possibly tell you? Tyler leaned forward like he was about to drop a bomb. He told us why you moved out so fast. He said you were behind on payments, that you struggled for months, that you were basically drowning. My mom gasped like she just discovered a new reason to judge me. So it's true. You couldn't even afford rent? I almost laughed. They were celebrating my supposed failure like it was a festival. But if they thought that was the truth, they had no idea what had really happened. I left that place because it wasn't safe, I said. The neighborhood changed. Things got dangerous. My mom waved her hand dismissively. Excuses, Eliana. You always make excuses. Always. That word stabbed deeper than any insult. Tyler stretched his arms out casually. It doesn't matter. We already talked to a lawyer. If Mom signs the eviction request and if we show proof that you can't maintain this apartment, alone we can take it over. The lawyer said it's possible. Possible, maybe in their dreams, but I didn't show fear. I couldn't, not yet. What proof do you think you have? I asked. Tyler grinned. Your old landlord wrote a statement for U.S. A statement. A fabricated story. A desperate attempt to make me look weak. And Tyler continued, tapping his phone. We've already booked a meeting with the housing board. They'll hear our case next week. My mom folded her arms proudly, like she had won a trophy. This is for your own good, Eliana. You don't know how to manage things. Tyler does. He's responsible. Tyler couldn't even pay his own phone bill on time. But in her eyes, he was golden, and I was nothing. I closed the eviction document slowly, letting the silence thicken. Then I looked right at them. You think I'm going to lose this? I said quietly. You think you can walk into my home, wave a fake statement, and take everything I built? Tyler shrugged. Pretty much. My lips curled into the smallest smile. A smile that made Tyler shift in his seat. Because for the first time, I saw fear in his eyes. You forgot something, I whispered. What? He snapped. I stepped back, opened a drawer, and pulled out a thick black folder. The same folder neither of them had ever seen. Tyler frowned. What is that? I placed it on the table. This, I said, tapping it gently, is the reason you'll never touch this apartment. My mom squinted. What's inside? I opened the cover just an inch, just enough for them to see the edge of something that made both their faces fall. My mom's voice trembled. Eliana, why do you have that? Because inside that folder wasn't just paperwork. It was the one document that could destroy their entire plan. But what was written in that folder, what truth I had been hiding, was something they never imagined in their wildest dreams. I pulled the black folder toward me, opened it fully, and watched both of them freeze in place. Their confidence, their arrogance, it disappeared in seconds. Inside were documents thicker and heavier than anything they brought. My mom leaned forward, her voice breaking. Eliana, what is all this? I slid the first page toward them. The real ownership papers, I said. Not just receipts. Not just bills. But the full title transfer. Tyler blinked, confused. We already know you bought the place. I cut him off. I didn't just buy the apartment. I placed the next document beside it. I bought the entire building. Silence. Dead, stunned, unbelievable silence. My mom's lips parted but no sound came out. Tyler's face went pale, then red, then pale again. What? No, you're lying, he stuttered. You can't afford that. I leaned back, letting every year of ignored struggle, every sleepless night, every insult they threw at me, finally rise to the surface. I worked 3 jobs for years. Built a small tech service. Sold it, started another. Saved every dollar because no one ever believed in me, not even my own family. Tyler swallowed hard. So, you're the owner of everything? Yes, I said. Every apartment, every key, every lease, every complaint, every approval. My mom tried to recover her voice. Eliana, sweetheart, we didn't know. Why didn't you tell us? Because you never asked, I replied calmly. I pushed the eviction request back toward them. It's useless now. You can't file this against me. Tyler tried to laugh it off. Well, maybe the housing board will still... No, I said. Because I called them this morning. I submitted the building's ownership records myself. They know exactly who runs this property. My mom's shoulders dropped. The fight left her completely. Eliana, we're family. Please don't throw us out. I looked at Tyler. You made a spare key. You planned to move in behind my back. You tried to evict me from a home I paid for. And now you want mercy? Tyler's jaw clenched.
He thought I would break. I didn't. I walked to the door, held it
open, and pointed outside. You both need to leave. My mom hesitated. Eliana, where will Tyler go? Somewhere he pays for himself, I answered. For the first time in his life.
Tyler grabbed his backpack slowly, like reality was sinking in inch by inch. He turned back,
bitterness dripping from his voice. You'll regret this. I smiled, calm, strong, free. No, I won't. They stepped out of the apartment reluctantly, defeated, small. The exact way they always tried to make me feel. I locked the door behind them, the spare key now useless in Tyler's pocket. Then I walked to the window, the city lights glowing across the skyline. I wasn't the weak one. I wasn't the quiet one. I wasn't the one who needed saving. I was the one who built everything. Silently, patiently, powerfully, and now they finally knew. The girl they called Les was the one who owned it all.